Animal tissue is a group of cells combined together to perform a certain function. So we have 4 types of animal tissues, which are the epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue, and the nervous tissue. But in this video, I am going to tackle only 2 types of animal tissues, which are the muscular and nervous tissue. Okay, so when we say muscular tissue, movement is the main function of muscular tissue. They have the ability to contract, and this is what brings about the movement of body parts. They also help to maintain body posture and position, and also composed of long cells called muscle fibers that allow the body to move, voluntary or involuntary. Pag sinabi nating voluntary, they can be moved at will. Nakokontrol po natin usually mga skeletal muscles po ito. Kapag naman involuntary, they cannot be moved intentionally. The one ay binubuo po ng 600 skeletal muscle. So, we have 3 types of muscle tissue. We have the cardiac, skeletal, and the smooth muscle. Kapag po view natin under microscope, mag-voluntary, nag-appear po ito ng stripes striation across fiber. Kaya po tinatawag silang striated. Ano-ano po ba ang mga striated natin? Ito ay makikita sa voluntary movement natin tulad ng skeletal and cardiac. Usually po, ang striated kasi is voluntary. Except lang po itong cardiac muscle which is involuntary. Ang smooth muscles naman po, hindi. They are not striated but they are involuntary. So, ang kaibahan po ng tatlo na ito, ang skeletal muscle, marami po siyang nucleus. Ang smooth muscle naman po, shorter cell, they have only 1 nucleus each. And sa cardiac naman po, meron namang 2 nuclei per muscle fiber. Ipapakita ko lang po sa inyo yung skeletal muscle tissue and of the cardiac muscle tissue. And we have the smooth muscle tissue. And ang ating uterus din po sa reproductive system ng female is a smooth muscle tissue. Next, the last is the nervous tissue. Nervous tissue, so when we say nervous tissue, these tissues are composed of nerve cells called neurons and glial cells that function as support cells. So, ang ating neurons po, ito po ang nagtatransmit ng message from one part of the body to another. At ito din po ang nagsusupport and protecting their consisting neurons. Nervous tissue, this neuron sense is supply and transmit electrical signals and throughout the animal body. So, ang ating neurons, may structure din siya at may function. Meron po tayong cell body o what we call the soma, na kinokonsist po ito ng nucleus at meron po itong 2 types of projection na tinatawag po nating mga nerve fibers. The shorter, the thinner, more numerous and highly branched ay tinatawag pong dendrite. At yung longer and thicker, ito po yung axon. So, ang dendrites po, ang function niya, it relays signals toward the cell body. Kaya malapit po siya dito sa nucleus. At ang axon naman po, to conduct signals away from the cell body. Nagko-connect other neurons or an effector. Nervous tissue, neurons connect to other neurons to send signals. The dendrite is the part of the neuron that receives impulses from other neurons, while the axon is the part where the impulse is transmitted to other neurons. So, meron po silang mga directions kanya-kanya. So, we have the sensory neurons. Ito po yung nag-carry ng impulses to the brain or spinal cord. Meron naman po tayong motor neurons. Ito naman po yung nag-carry ng impulses from galing na po sa utak or sa spinal cord papunta na po sa muscle. At meron naman po tayong associative neurons or interneurons na ito po yung nag-integrate ng central nervous system from sensory papunta po sa motor neurons. So, tandaan po natin, mahalaga po ang potassium or mga electrolytes like yung sodium and potassium para po sa ating mga nervous tissue. Ang synapse po, ito po yung between the 2 neurons. So, dito na lamang po at maraming salamat.